With me here in the studio is the Right Honourable Charles Latimer, MP for West Bedfordshire.
Oh, Charles.
Mr. Latimer...
He look just like his face.
Let's hear what he has to say, then.
...become more and more apparent. Can you tell us what exactly, if anything, the government proposes to do?
If there were instant answers to these problems, there would be no problems to answer.
Oh, and he clever.
In concrete terms, can you spell out for us what policy the government has, if any?
Let me answer your question by asking you a question. Is Britain a dodo? Or is she to become a dynamic force living in the real world with all the problems and constraints?
Typical, skating round the issue, edging his bets.
Leyland, the government adopted very definitely a policy of non-intervention. Now, is this still to be the case, or can we expect Mrs. Thatcher to intervene?
Funny when it's someone you know, isn't
In
it?
a situation like this...
I just wish I knew what it is he talk about.
We all do, dear.
This is a time for inaction.
On the contrary. The most important thing at the moment is to keep our heads and weigh the situations very carefully.
Mr. Latimer,
Well,
thank you very much.
that's it. Excuse me.
Doreen.
That is your typical government spokesman. Strings a lot of words together and says naff all.
Lovely diction, though. Is it that he is for the strike or not for the strike?
Oh, we've no idea, have we? He didn't commit himself. They never do.
Did you notice his little tie? I knotted it for him this morning. He was that nervous he couldn't do it himself.
He was round his place this morning, not in his tie.
Yeah.
She'll be telling us next he was helping him prepare his answers.
No, I think they've, I learned this expression yesterday. I think that they were having it off.
He'd have his tie off, that's for sure. What are his intentions towards you?
Well, I don't know yet. It's early days.
Yeah, well, you'll never know. He's a politician, isn't he? They're masters of deceit. He's been engaged to that Sibylla for 5 years. He ain't married her and he ain't broke it off. He's just prevaricated.
Prevaricated? I think that is not legal in Sweden.
I think you're thinking of something else, dear. What I'm trying to tell her is he won't give a straight yes or no.
You think so? Well, last night he gave me a definite yes.
Spare me the details.
I gave him an ultimatum. I am going to Spain this month. Now, either you're taking me or you ain't. What does he say? He agrees. I've got a firm promise for the 12th of August. Gatwick, here we come. Maybe together, alone on Moonlight Beach, he will ask you to marry him.
That ain't what he's after.
I thought he was going to pop the question last night. He suddenly comes over all unnecessary. Then he gets down on one knee, clears his throat, sort of embarrassed-like. Then he leans forward and looks up at me all appealingly. "Lorraine," he says. And I thought, hello. "Lorraine, I've got an itch where I can't reach it. Do you think you'd scratch it for me?"
Hello? Ready?
Surprise!
Sibylla? What on earth are you doing here?
Cooking your supper.
Oh, it smells delicious.
Mwah.
What is it?
Chicken merengue. No more than you deserve after your debut on the box.
Did you see it?
Of course I saw it.
What do you think? Now, I want you to be brutally frank.
Masterly.
Really? Well, it's difficult to tell. At least the cameramen didn't kip off. And I didn't stare at the interviewer's feet like Peter Shaw always does. No. I looked the nation straight between the eyes. I wasn't too masterful, was I, darling?
Oh, no, I thought you were awfully natural.
Oh, really? Well, who knows what next? Party politicals, chat shows. Maybe at this very moment, Mike Yarwood is practicing my voice.
I did have one teeny criticism.
What?
You didn't actually say anything, Charles.
No. Well, that was a brief from the minister. But I think you'll be the first to admit that what I didn't actually say exceedingly effectively.
Oh, yes, I do agree. That's exactly what Daddy said.
Daddy?
Yes, he said to give you a pat on the back and he's looking forward to seeing us on the 12th. I'll go and get the dinner.
The 12th?
The glorious 12th, darling. Can you open the wine?
Yes, of course. Oh, my God, the 12th of August. did you say it was called?
Chicken Marengo. Napoleon's chef invented it after the Battle of Marengo.
But, had they invented tinfoil at the time?
If I'd cooked it myself, I'd have missed you on the television. I picked it up at Harrods.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sound churlish. Darling,
Yes.
about the 12th.
Yes.
It may be a little bit tricky this year. I may have to go to Spain.
Spain? In August? It'll be full of the sort of people you'd cross the street to avoid the rest of the year.
Yes, I know, but it's an EEC fact-finding commission on sherry tariffs, is that sort of thing.
Charles, I am a politician's daughter and I know waffle when I hear it. Spain can wait. We always go to Perthshire for the 12th. Don't you remember, darling, it was there that we became engaged?
Was it?
You've forgotten. Hardly surprising. It was 5 years ago.
No, of course I haven't forgotten. It was in the Times. We even got 2 presents, a set of fish forks and an azalea. There it is. Love's young dream.
Love's young dream is now withered and drooping.
Yes, well, quite a few things seem to have drooped a bit over the last 5 years.
Look, I shall be bitterly disappointed, and so will Daddy.
Yeah, well, I better tell you the absolute truth. The fact is, I am opposed to blood sports.
You're what? You had a gun when you were 10. You shoot every year, you hunt every year, and you adore every minute.
Not anymore. I've seen the light. Now, after all, darling, I am a public figure, and it doesn't do to associate oneself with what is, after all, a barbaric pastime.
I intend to go.
Very well. If you want to go traipsing across a Perthshire moor, slaughtering thousands of birds, feel free. It's simply not my bag, that's all.
If you feel that way about birds, you obviously won't be wanting this chicken.
Oh, Sybylla, wait.
You're telling me next you're a vegetarian.
But, darling, I'm starving.
I shall grate you a carrot.
That chicken was quite extraordinary. What do you call it?
Colonel Sanders, extra crispy. But if I'd have known you was coming, Charlie, I'd have cooked you something special. But I've got some pork down here somewhere.
Have you?
Yeah, the old man likes it. Here it is. I don't know what it's like, though. I don't know where it's from.
Portugal, hopefully.
No, Tesco's.
Lorraine, I do have a reason for coming round here tonight.
Well, I thought you might, Charlie. The only thing is Astrid's home.
No. I didn't mean that. I wanted to talk about our holiday.
Yeah, I can't think of nothing else. I fancies Magaluf myself.
Oh, I thought it was a Hungarian goalkeeper.
It's one of Spain's classier resorts.
Yes, well, I've been giving this a great deal of thought, and I'm not sure that Spain is a terribly good idea. I mean, isn't it just one huge bordello with people climbing in and out of each other's chalet windows all the time?
No, it's proper hotels. Chalets is holiday camps. Now, we'll try Palma Nova then. How's this sound? An idyllic retreat at the exclusive western end of Palma Nova. Here, we stayed there once, Dad and me. That's where the sewers come out. Bask in the balmy sunsets, to the friendly chirrup of the crickets.
Well, they probably cheer up because they've just drunk the water.
What you putting the mockers on it for? You were dead keen the other night.
Yes, I am keen. It's just that I thought that perhaps September rather than August. It'll be so much less crowded, and we can have the sewers to ourselves.
But you told me August. I've cancelled me bookings now.
You haven't?
Well, of course I have. You promised me definite.
Yes, I know I did, but I didn't realise what savage pressure I'd be under. It's very difficult for me to decide.
You're incapable of any decision whatsoever.
No, I'm not. I make enormous ones every day. I carry a great burden of responsibility on my back.
So what's the problem?
Well, if there were an instant answer to these problems, there'd be no problems to answer.
Blimey, it's like an instant replay of your interview. I know you're a politician, but when you're with me, mate, I like a direct answer.
And you shall have one. I very stupidly forgot that the day we were due to go was the glorious 12th.
What's glorious about it?
It's the opening of the grouse shooting season. I always go. I always stay with at a certain house, and it would be very rude of me to put it off.
Oh, you're not one of those geezers what goes round shooting little birds, are you?
Well, they're not that little, actually. They're quite a decent size. Well, they're smaller than a pheasant, of course.
And I suppose you kill them and all.
Not in August. They come later.
How long you been doing it, then?
Well, I got my first gun when I was about 10.
10 years old. Oh, and I bet the first thing you did was go out and shoot a little bird.
No, in point of fact, I shot my little brother.
Charming. What, did he nick your conkers?
No, it was an accident.
I suppose you hunt as well.
Well, sometimes.
Ah, all those little foxes being chased by a pack of dribbling hounds. And I bet the deer don't get away from you. Your country house must be covered in skin and antlers. And there's me thinking you was a dear, sensitive little soul.
Oh, don't look at me like that, Lorraine. I'm not the man who killed Bambi.
And that's the reason you don't want to come to Spain with me,
But
is it?
I do want to come to Spain with you. It's just that I thought that, couldn't we put it back a week?
You put your grouse more back.
Oh, I couldn't do that. Whoever heard of the Glorious 19?
Well, Charlie, you've got to make up your mind. Either you'll take me to Spain or you ain't. Now, I want an answer.
Well, can I answer your question by asking you a question?
No, you cannot.
Very well. I'll come then.
Charles, are you having dinner with me tonight or not?
Oh, no, I can't possibly think about dinner. Do you realise that on August the 12th, I am to accomplish something that no man has ever done before? I am to be in 2 places at the same time.
Oh, you do lead a complicated life.
One of me will be charging into the heather, murdering thousands of defenceless birds, and the other will be pottering around Palma Nova with a bucket of sangria and a rubber ring.
Charles, I don't understand you. You are a professional politician. Normally, you're extremely adept at avoiding direct questions. What do you suppose would happen if the Prime Minister stood up in the House of Commons and uttered a plain, simple yes or no to anything? Bring the whole country to its knees.
I know, but they're moving in their heavy artillery. Sibylla bought hen fandango from Harrods, and Lorraine fried crispy from Kentucky.
Well, you're going to have to give up one of them, old son.
I know, but which one?
Well, if it was me, Charles, I'd sooner be on a moor with someone I could scarcely tolerate than in Majorca with someone I absolutely adore.
But I don't want to hurt either of them.
Well, I'm sorry to add to your pressures, Charles, but there is an issue to which a simple yes or no is absolutely essential.
Oh, God, what?
Dinner.
No, I can't, Freddie. I've got too much paperwork.
Very well.
Oh, Freddie, wait. No, I can't. Well, perhaps
Palma Nova. Oh, I took you there once, didn't I?
No, as it happens, Dad, I took you.
What do you mean?
I paid for it, didn't I?
Well, if you're going to split hairs, I suppose you did. Has that been in your grudge bank all this time? What about all them holidays I paid for when you was a nipper?
Well, that's why I took you to Mallorca, Dad. It was by way of saying thank you for the campsite in Herne Bay.
I can't see it somehow. I can't see Charlie boy down the seaside with all the punters. He'd be like a fish out of water. It's the best place for a fish in them waters.
Doing good, Dad. You're doing good to see how the other half lives.
We don't want to see how the other half lives. He's cocooned himself from them for the first 40 years of his life.
I'm the other half, Dad, and he ain't cocooned himself from me.
No, but sex cuts through all class barriers, doesn't it?
It ain't sex, it's romance. And he won't cry off because he's promised me faithfully.
What time of night was this?
About midnight, why?
At midnight, my girl, a man might commit himself to anything. He ain't himself, you see. He might still be walking around, but his brain cells are definitely dormant. It was at midnight in Kuala Lumpur that I once tried to join the police.
You? Join the police?
Yeah. Fortunately, there was a minimum height requirement of 5'9", and as they couldn't stand me up, I failed. By about 5 foot. Still a local record, I believe.
What on earth got into you?
Suddenly struck me I liked the helmet. The coppers in Malaya had these nice, cool white ones, while us poor squaddies sweltered under nasty hot khaki berries, so I applied for the police.
You in the police? In Malaya? Cool, if you was to go in the jungle and see a copper being strangled by a snake, you'd give the snake legal aid.
The point I'm making is that late-night decisions ain't worth a light, and Charlie in Majorca is just as unnatural as me in the police.
You know, you might be right.
His lot go to the Riviera or Mustique.
He might have been too nice to say no. I did sort of force his hand.
Well, that's never wise. He'll end up in Spain all surly and resentful.
I think I'll give him a bell and let him off the hook. I somehow can't see Charles on a lilo, licking a cornet.
I go my way, by myself, all alone, and I cry.
Good Lord, you're up early, Freddie?
No, I'm in late. I've just come home.
Well, what have you been doing?
Well, if you'd come with me, Charles, you would have found out there's nothing like a little depravity to take your mind off your problems.
Well, I don't have any more problems. It's Scotland on the 12th for me, so you can come too.
Won't Lorraine be terribly disappointed?
No. It was her idea. She rang me late last night. She said it was all too much of a rush.
Oh, lucky old you.
Yes, I am, and I'm also extremely hungry. Is there any more toast?
No.
Have you put the coffee on?
No.
Is that the last of the orange juice?
Yes.
In that case, I'd better go and shave.
I'm afraid your razor needs a new battery.
That'll be the milkman. Freddie, you might pay the bill, would you, and help a little with the household?
Charles, I'm afraid I'm skint.
Yes. How long do you intend to stay? Well, it's just so that I know.
Yes, well, until my flat's redecorated.
I thought they finished that weeks ago.
Yes, but you see, I cannot abide the smell of new paint. Oh, Charles, would you ask the milkman to pop up the mews and feed my meter?
Oh.
Well, thank you, Charles. How very gratifying to be paid in advance. Where would you like me to lay?
I'm sorry, darling. I thought you were the milkman.
Mwah. Morning, Freddie. My goodness, you're up early.
Yes, I am. Now I'm going to bed. Good night, Sibylla. I'll face the unknown. I'll build a world.
I know it's a silly time to call, darling, but I wanted to make sure of catching you.
Why, what's the problem?
Well, I've been thinking, Charles. I fear the other evening I was a little over-insistent. I think on reflection, I rather pressured you into the 12th.
Oh, no. I'm looking forward to it.
No, you're not. But you're much too nice to admit it.
No, I'm not. I insist we go. I want to go.
What about your newfound principles?
I've lost them.
Well, Charles, I don't know what to think. You told me you didn't want to shoot, so I made other arrangements.
Well, what other arrangements?
Right out of the blue, Rupert Duff called and asked me down to his yacht in Villefranche.
Rupert Duff on that great, big, ghastly boat of his, being waited on hand and foot by thousands of servants.
Isn't it awful?
There's the place to be riddled with playboys.
Oh, I shall hate it, but I do need some sun.
Well, I suppose it's more appealing than a grouse moor with me.
I'm doing this for you, Charles.
I don't quite see the logic of that.
Charles, I know where your head is at.
It's at where it's always been, right on my shoulders.
No. You see, I got your signals the other night. You said yes to me, but your body language said no. I understand where you're coming from, Charles, and I think it's absolutely essential that you find your own space.
You've been seeing that American again, haven't you? Well, I bet he'll be on the yacht.
Rope? He had hands all over the place. It's more like being out with a group than just one fella.
Excuse me.
Shh. What? Did I do what? Well, of course, eventually. I said wait. No, not him. It's a rep. I'll get rid of him and call you back. Now, what do you want?
My name's Charles Latimer.
If it's about office supplies, we get some direct.
Now, of course it isn't about office supplies. Do I look like a carbon paper salesman?
I'm sorry. Are you the male model for the Burton's ad?
Certainly not.
Is that you, Charlie?
Ah, Lorraine, yes, it is.
Blimey, what on earth are you doing here?
Well, I rang first, didn't they tell you?
They? There is no they. There's only me, and I'm up to me ears. Them phones hasn't stopped.
All right, love, don't worry. It's all right.
Look, couldn't we talk somewhere
Hello, it's been
privately?
lovely
Well, we can't stay here. It's a madhouse. Try outside.
Hello, it's been lovely. Can I help?
Now, Charlie, what is it that won't wait?
Well, I sat down and I said to myself, Charles Latimer, you must be mad. Why do you want to be in Scotland in the drizzle when you could be with Lorraine in Spain?
Did you?
Yes, so let's confirm the bookings and off to Palmer Newtown.
Nova.
Well, Nova or wherever it is. It doesn't matter. I can't wait.
I'm sorry, Charlie, but in the meantime, one has made other arrangements.
What other arrangements?
Well, that's why I'm here. I've got a modelling job.
Well, can't you put it off?
No, I've signed the contract now. Come the glorious 12th, I shall be in Antibes.
Auntie?
It's in the south of France.
Yes, I know where it is.
What you got the dead needle for?
Well, I just think it's a bit inconsiderate. I mean, you might have given me a day or two to...
Change your mind again.
What do you mean again?
You change it more often than your underwear. Charlie, it's no good. This whole situation stems from your diabolical inability to make your mind up.
Well, I suppose there's a grain of truth in that.
Anyway, I can't hang around, love. I've got the client and the photographer in there.
Photographer? Oh, I suppose you're going with a photographer on this trip.
It does help to take photographs.
Yes, well, doubtless he'll be a 24-year-old with long hair and gym shoes.
Oh, I love it when you're beady.
I'm not jealous, if that's what you mean.
You take me to dinner tonight?
Yes.
Blimey, that was a quick decision.
Well, you're going to see a lot more of that from now on. I'm sick and tired of people saying that I'm indecisive and vacillating. From now on, Charles Latimer is going to be the sort of man who knows where he's going and what he's doing when he gets there.
Oh, I love it.
All of my life, I seem to be waiting for that little chance.